Hello, hello, hello. All right, I'm here. Welcome, everybody. We don't got a lot of time. We got to make games in 1 hour, and we've only got about a few minutes to come up with a topic for this week's jam. We've been doing this every Friday for a while. This is the 6th last one. I said that last week, but I meant this week is the 6th last. It's hard to say. There's 5 more left. 5 more, not 10. 5 more 1 hour game jams left. So I'm super excited to give it my all and have fun with it. This is a wild thing we've been doing every Friday for about 2 years, and it is coming to an end because we've got a new game jam, the Game Like Jam, and I'm super pumped about it. I'll tell you guys about that in a second. For now, we need to come up with a new topic. Oh my gosh, in 2 minutes. Let me check the chat to see what topic suggestions we have. I'm gonna put them up on this wheel. Hopefully you guys know the rules. Check the description box to find those out if you need to remind yourself. But this wheel right here, I am going to add all the topics, well, not all of them, some of the topics that you guys suggested. We had one that I saw, correct me if I'm wrong, and there's more, that a member suggested. There are 4 slots on here that are guaranteed. Lost at Sea was recommended by a member in the Discord, so we're going to add that one on here. The ones with the coins are not guaranteed. If it lands on a coin, that means a coin flip minigame is going to happen, and if that coin flip minigame happens, it is not an iterate jam, Richo. No, it is not. If a coin flip happens, that means there's a 50% chance that it's going to be the topic that's on the wheel. If it's heads, it's that. If it's tails, I get to pick the topic. And I'm going to pick an old topic that we haven't used, but we've been meaning to use. All right, so that's how that's going to go. Let's get the suggestions from you guys here. Let's see, space. Oh, good. I'm happy to see space on there. Let's go. I like how that one's just basically guaranteed because that's pretty much what I'd pick anyway. Let's see. We got alive from Andy the Fancy. I love it. I love it. Remember, members get on guaranteed the first 4 member suggestions. That is, there's 4 themes. Lost at Sea. Oh, Dungeon Martian. Mod extraordinaire. Thank you. Okay, doorways. Love that. These are guaranteed superpowers. Dude, you guys are amazing. Cat? I don't know about cat, you guys. Cat. I can't do a jam about cat. We've done so many things like cats and dogs. I'm gonna reject that one. I apologize. I want these to be the best they could possibly be. Let's see. Yeah, we did cat and mouse. We did so many. Like, I love cats, but we've done so many cat topics before. Let's see. We're running out of time. It's gonna be less than an hour for everybody. I should have suggested a duck theme, Red Duck Universe. Duck. Oh, that's a pretty good one. All right, duck. That's gonna be the last member suggestion. I like that one because that could be like you're ducking. Nice one. Okay. So we need 2 more left. Yeah, I'm sad too about it, Willow Flame. And then at the same time, I'm so ready to move on to the Game Like Jam. I'll talk more about it in a bit. Yes, let's do it. These last ones should be the best ones, right? Okay. Let's see. Running out of time. I know, I feel like we've actually already done that for this exact reason. So, and Jack, I'm gonna reject that one only because we've done that one, and ones like it because of this exact situation. Coin flip. All right, coin flip. I like it. Coin flip on the coin flip. All right, we need one more. Growth. Have we done growth? I don't know if we have done growth. That sounds kind of unfamiliar. Oh, reflections is a good one, Raphael, but growth got in there first. So we're gonna put growth in. Okay, spin it! Is it gonna be a mini game coin flip or not? It's not! Superpowers is the topic, y'all. That's it. It's superpowers. Get your jam on, baby. Topic superpowers. Superpowers. I mean, it could be superpower or superpowers. I kind of would rather it be superpower. I'm going to call it superpower because then you could do superpowers if you want. I like superpower. So it says superpower. Why is that kind of a fun word to say? Superpower. Soup and power. Okay, here we go. Superpower. I'm putting it up in here. I don't know how many more times I'm going to say it before it isn't a word anymore to me. Okay, there we go. The topic is set. No going back. The wheel has spoken, everybody. All right. Now, I need to come up with what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up MS Paint. And so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna sketch out my idea with MS Paint, y'all. Okay, so superpower is the topic. Now, do remember, guys, to make pre-submissions, okay? That's an important thing. Do you guys know, wait, before I do do you guys know what pre-submissions are? Are you familiar with that? So this allows you to be able to still submit your entry after the jam ends. Basically, you come to the jam page, you hit submit your project, even if you don't have something ready yet, right? Hit upload game. Some of you I see have already done it. This is Feb 21st 1 hour jam attempt. All right, whatever, it doesn't have to be neat. Save and view, pre-submitted. Now I can come back to this page anytime, even after the jam has ended, hit that draft button, and now I can upload my game file, and it's really convenient and nice. So make sure you do that. Make sure you guys check out the rules if you haven't yet. Nothing NSFW. I am going to need it to be playable in the browser, embedded on itch.io. It's also going to need to have music either made by you during this jam or made by you in the past, and you promise it's copyright free. That's just a YouTube thing. And then you can use other assets that you've made before. That's totally fine as long as, you know, the music is good. All right, that's it. Relevant to the topic. Include the topic. Make sure the topic is included. So let's figure out how the topic is going to get included here for my entry. Superpower. Superpower. So, I mean, there's having a superpower. What's up, Murphkins? There's having a superpower and there's not having a superpower. So, I mean, if you are powerful, are there those who are not powerful and you're like fighting them? I mean, I guess my first thought is just like you know, fighting combat, you know, like things, but like maybe you're stronger. What if we try to okay, I kind of want to, what if we have like a force push whoosh, and like it's our superpower and we have to like push some people off of off of platforms. What if what if it's a platformer where you jump across platforms and I guess I don't really, yeah, no, we'll draw it. We got to draw it. Draw it. Platforms. Do. And then you are a superhero or something that just has powers. A power up. Yeah, totally. You could totally interpret it as just power ups. 100%. Yeah. And guys, you know, you don't have to implement the theme in the most brilliant way. You know, you just have to let us know that you actually made it during this jam. Like, bare minimum, you could have your player character wearing a Superman cape, call it a day, and do whatever you want. Like literally, this isn't that serious. Okay, so there you go. There's a superhero. I don't know why that's a superhero. It has one red foot. So that's true. Great. So it's gonna have, you're gonna have this force push ability, and it's going to knock off enemies from platforms. And the more you knock off, the more points you get. Yay. So then what's the peril to the player? Well, you'd fall. So I guess we just have to like build out a level or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, maybe you just have to like build out a level. So you have to get to the end. Maybe I mean it would be nice if the enemies, oops, it's off screen. If the enemies were like spawning, that would be really nice. And there could be new platforms that were like being generated. And you just had to get as many as you can without falling off. Maybe you can win. I mean, I think, look, again, 1 hour jam, I just got to do what's easiest. So I'm going to make it just be a timer. So if the faster you get it done, the better. There's a fixed amount of these guys. And if you get them all, you win. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's all it's going to be. All right, so I'm going to focus on... I would like to build out the level and stuff. But we also need to get this ability to be able to push people. Stream didn't start autoplaying for you. Oh no, the topic is chosen. The topic's chosen. Let's go. It's superpower. I feel like this was originally suggested by you, no? Okay, so what I want is... Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Luke, I like that idea. You know, for me, that's a little too high concept. I don't feel skilled enough to be able to do that. especially in 3D, which is always my preference. So I don't think I can pull that one off. But I love that idea. Holding someone hostage. That's a very cool idea. Like, but like then you have to decide like the hostage. Yeah, I can't I can't handle that. But it's a cool idea. Yes, you have to, Luke. You have to. It's a really or Kai Guy, you have to. This is you're mandated. But it's okay if you can't. All right, let me actually set my timer, by the way. I don't have much of that time. No, I don't. Nope. Nope, I sure don't. Mm-mm. Where did the jam go? Did I save it? Okay. 51 minutes. So we're going to say, I'm going to do a harsh 45. Yep. Yep. I like a little bit less time, as you guys know. So that way I feel like the pressure, even though I don't need to have the pressure. 45 minutes. Okay. I'm going to get some stuff. Maybe we won't do the music just now. Let's add in a... I'm going to bring the player from over here. We need platforms. I need platforms above all else. Let's get the camera, the environment, the ground. We kind of want the camera to be with the player. So, and we want the ground and the UI. Yeah, all that. Give me all of that. All of that stuff. I want it. Template stuff. So I already have a player character. It moves around. Basically, let's show you what that is like. I'm going to set the main scene here in just a second. Okay. We want to say that the main scene is not saved yet. So we're going to save it. Control S. Let's see. Oh, that clock is ticking, isn't it? Superpower is what we'll call that. And then, what now? Run the scene. Save the scene to run. Project settings. Open. Superpower. Got it. All right, so now what we have is just a player character that runs around. That's it. It's not much. Oh, the timer starts right away. There's some UI score already there and stuff. I'm going to put the camera in the player so that way it moves. We're not going to be able to see that we're moving much because there's no point of reference. But, you know, you can see it. There's the noise on the ground. That's your point of reference. So one thing that sucks about this template is you can't turn around. Still haven't implemented that, and I probably never will. So that's real. Kind of makes me want to... Yeah, that actually is... Oh, man. Every time. I mean, just make it 2D. That's always... But the problem with that is you're still going to go backwards. All right. Let's set that up. Oh my god. All right. So this is I'm going to say this every week. This is why part of the big reason why I want to not do the 1 hour game jam anymore, because I personally have found I've become enlightened to my own ability to be better if I have more time. It turns out. And like, I love the things that I learn in 1 hour. Like, it's been such an awesome thing, as Willow Flame says. Like, it really is such a great jam. And it's something that I do enjoy doing. On the other hand, like, my game dev priorities have just kind of changed since I started the jam. And I want to challenge myself to make stuff in more time than 1 hour. And the Game Like Jam is the perfect vehicle for that. So the Game Like Jam is a month-long jam. It's going to start next Saturday. Next Saturday is the first Game Like Jam or the second, sorry. It's not the first. We did the first already. Is the second Game Like Jam next Saturday. But the topic will be announced on Saturday. I'm actually going to do it during the community creation stream on Friday night. So come through, join it up. now, join up on it now, so you can be in the loop about it. And yeah, it's the idea is that you're trying to make a game that already exists, but you can add your own creative twist on it. So it's about having known scope, so that way you're not like, is this gonna be a game that I can actually make in a month? Do I add this feature or that feature? Just make the game. It's last time we did Frogger. Frogger was the game we based it on, a simple arcade game from the 80s, and we had some great games that came out of it. Now, a couple of them got quite creative on that, and that's good. You should be able to go out if you want, but the nice thing is you don't have to. You can literally just make a almost straight copy of the game, and then you get to learn something from that, and you get a whole month to do it. So I'm really excited about that. The next one's going to start next Saturday, and I found myself growing a lot doing that jam versus this one. With that said, I still love doing this, but it's like, oh right, like this isn't perfect and that isn't perfect, and there's some good value in learning to let go of perfection, no doubt about it. All right, so anyway, we're going to do side scroller. It's going to be a little easier. So I'm going to go into the character, and I need to adapt it for that. So we don't want to be able to move. Let me just see what this feels like. So forward is going to be the wrong way. It's going to, we kind of want it to be left and right. It looks funny from the side. I'm going to say, so that's on the Z axis. I'd want direction Z times speed to be here, and I'm just going to comment that out, and then that should be enough for me to get those. Whoops, okay, I did that a little bit backwards. I did the opposite of what was correct. All right, comment out this one. I guess that makes sense. Direction X to velocity Z. That does make sense because we're moving on the Z axis. I could have just rotated the player character too, but that's fine. Whatever works, works. Okay, now they are inverted, so let's try putting a little negative on there. Is that enough? Yep. All right, there we go. So you can't tell, but I can tell. Now I can move left to go back, right to go forward. Now if I would want also for us to flip around, right? So if input is action just pressed, we will say left. I would like the mesh to flip around. How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? Do you know how to do that? I kind of remember how to do that, maybe. I think I actually have a script on here that might be, I mean, this is the script. Don't we have some, oh, this messenger, player moving. Yes, nice. Oh, this is perfect. We have this state machine on here. You just finished drawing? Nice, Raf. I'm going to spend most of my time adapting this. Player moving direction, vector 0, 0. How did I set this up? Oh my goodness. I actually am going to play some music. I think it'll help get me in the concentration state. If not human move state, set to idling. What the heck? On player moving, match direction, 0, 0. If anything else, so it passes direction. Where? Walk or run? Oh god, I don't remember how I set this up at all. I don't remember how I set this up. Underscope it, rescope it, pivot. That's one of the great things this game jam can teach you, is pivoting when something isn't working. Pivot, 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 pivot. Adjust it to be something different. I mean, if I'm looking at this here, if we say that X, so if we say X -1, 0, that means we're moving left, I think. So let me see, print left. if I say vector 2, 1, 0, and you know, I set this template up a few weeks ago. I don't really remember much about it, but if I'm understanding this match case correctly, nope. Nope. That definitely did not work. So what does print, what is direction here? Print direction. What does that come out as, if not 1 and -1? Oh, I did it on the wrong axis. Right, because we're moving forward. Right, even though I'm pressing left and right, we're moving forward and backward. Gotcha. Stretch your game to 2 hours so you can appreciate Iterate Jam? Okay. Oh, but that breaks it because all these other things aren't happening. Cool. Great. So we would want to put these in here, which is obnoxious, but here's another problem I have with the 1 hour jam, is that it encourages bad coding practices. So I'm just doing this sloppy code right now because it works, but it isn't necessarily best for the long term. Again, there's a lot of value, I think, in me just coming here and trying to analyze this and quickly wedge in something that works. I think that in and of itself is a cool skill, and I love that. On the other hand, if I'm making a longer game project, I'm not gonna want to be just like slamming in code that works. I'm gonna want to actually make sure it is good for, the next week that I'm gonna work on it or whatever. Okay. So in this case, this means we're moving left, probably. Let's make sure actually I've got that set up correctly, and that should keep the animation going. Nope, that's right. Okay. Whatever. So this is right and that's left. So if we're facing the right, we want the human's currently facing like that, and its rotation on the y-axis is set to 180. So I would want to say global rotation y equals degrees to radians -180. In this instance, I would like it to be 180. Be a nice thing to have in my template for the future, but cool. That didn't work. Cool. And that is the right thing. Yeah, it would seem that way. Are we sure? I think are you on the right script? Yeah, we are. Equals plus equals? Why did that not work? Oh man, I don't think it's happening today. No, it might. It might still. But I mean, I've spent like 10 minutes of my time setting up this. Yeah, that knows left, that knows right. I wonder if like something else is overriding the it's happening today. I think something else is overriding the rotation, like the animation itself. So that's cool. Great. So we just can't move, we can't face the other direction, and that just gets to be okay. I mean, you could try. I don't think moving the entire character is going to be a good idea at all. What if we drop this down into editable children? Because the animation player is, yeah. I'm a little confused why it's not working. Because if I put this, if I type in here, this to 180, oh, wait a minute. What if I make it 90? Oh, wait a minute. So what's flipped around? Negative 360? Fine, so be it. Okay, I was just doing the numbers wrong, guys. I love when that's the problem. Oh yeah, I can deal with that. It was just not flipping it because I was typing my numbers wrong. Let's go. Game dev is when you spend 1 week trying to understand why the doorknob is too shiny, then realize you had the shiny box checked. Welcome, Tiptoe. Sometimes it really do be like that, though. All right, we flipping back and forth now. Good. So you know what I like making stupid mistakes. I like being slow. I like taking my time, man. I just think I thrive when I can be slow. So what I want is I want something that faces whichever direction we are facing. And then when we do the force push, it's going to push in that direction. Smart mistakes. And how are we going to do a push? Am I going to have like a, okay, this is wild right now. Do I actually know how to do something like this? I think I don't. I'm a little scared right now. So I'm gonna put like a collision in here. Add a mesh. Let's say it's like a box. Don't move the mesh, move the rigid body. And if it's a rigid body, you want a static body, not a rigid body. Static body, static body. Do over, do over. Because the rigid body will fall down, and we don't want that. Okay, and then we're going to drag this out. And so in theory, I guess this would like go like choo, choo. That would be the push. But it also is going to need to, it's gonna be kind of weird. I don't know, this is actually kind of a tough thing. Perfection is not what we're going for here. I don't think we need it to be that long. I think it's probably better if it's not long. Just a guess. Oh, and you moved the mesh. Reset the transform. Push the static body back. And then we want to get these values the same on the collision. 1, we'll say 0.7 for the collision shape. 1.7. And now I needed to actually do something. We'll hide it later, but for now I'm going to keep it visible. So the player, if they press a button or something like that, things would happen. We could make it the jump. We need the jump button. No, we need the jump button. Let's see. I don't have another button set up. So we're going to say what? The E key, the F key. I don't know. What feels good? Oh, the static body is colliding with the player, which is not good. Entertaining as it may be. Collision, layer 1. Let's put a script on here. Can we not call it that? Can we rename this to pusher? And then I'm gonna rename this. Oh dear, now I don't know which one. This one? And I'm gonna rename it to pusher. That's right, Frank. Collision. You taught me that emoji is named collision. So we want a ready function here. and it is going to add this to the group. No, not group. Set collision layer value 1 false. And let's do value 2 true. So now it should not collide with the player. I think layer is, or do I want to do mask? I always forget. Okay, good. Bam. We are printing some things we don't need to print, so let's fix that real quick. Okay. Now, that pusher, we need to be activated by something. Let's make this accessible as a unique name. On the character body, it would be kind of nice if it was like just an input event, which, as happened last week, I still don't remember. Here, input event void. I think you can just say if, you can just do the same thing. Just do that, because it'll work. If input, I would rather do something else, but it's okay. Is action just pressed? I might want to do like a cooldown or something, but whatever. I don't have time for a cooldown. Pressed, we need a button. Oh, right, I was gonna feel out what it's like, but then I got distracted by its brokenness. Okay. Oh, E feels terrible. I guess like mouse click feels pretty good. Let's do mouse click. I'm gonna do left click. Okay. Alright, let me unplug my joypad, apparently. Apparently that's just been doing stuff. Horrifying. Actually horrifying. And then we want to say if, oh, comment this back in. If left click is pressed, then for now, let's just make it visible just as like a test thing. So we're gonna unready the pusher, and we're gonna say pusher visible true. Now we'd obviously want that. It'd be nice if there was, I think, I feel like I'd rather do like a signal, if I'm being honest. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. Signal is gonna be push. So we're gonna say that when that button is pressed, let me save it over here, my signal messenger. When that button is pressed, it emits push. And then I won't even unready it over here. And on the pusher itself, we're gonna connect push on push. I'm gonna add a timer in here, at least. Timer duration. If I'm lucky, I can get a cooldown in there. And let's reference it. Function on push. I want the timer to begin. Timer. We're gonna have to set it up a little bit more than that, probably. No, it's fine. Timer duration start. A little bit more. start. We're gonna say it lasts for, I don't know, 1.3 seconds. So I'm gonna want to connect timer duration. We'll say on duration timeout. Oops, sorry, timer duration timeout. Connect on duration timeout. Func on duration timeout. And then we'll just say print timed out. Okay, let's make sure that works. Checking these print messages down here. We said left click, timed out. Great, it works. Now, instead of that, I want the pusher to become visible. Now, it is on the pusher itself, so it should just become... We actually would want it to be immediately, right? On push, we want to say visible becomes true, and then when it ends, visible becomes false. Now, it is not, again, going to be visible. I probably should just do what I'm going to do, which is the collision, but I don't really have anything to test it on, so it's just going to be easier this way. And we want it to be invisible by default here. Oh, it is, but clicking is tough because you click right away. So it's kind of a weird one. All right, click, it shows up, disappears. Click, shows up, disappears. Great. Now, if I wanted to move forward, I'm gonna need something to do that. So let's make an animation player. And I'm going to create a new animation called push. And let's make this visible for now. And we're gonna grab the whole pusher. We're gonna keyframe it down. And then push it out. Something, I don't know how far it should go. Maybe there, we'll see. Oops, keyframe that new position. Maybe a little faster. Choo, a little faster. Choo, faster. Keep it going faster, baby. There we go. Whoop. Oh man, this is gonna be glitchy. All right, and then that's good. Actually, we don't even need a cooldown. This could be your cooldown, right? So it could retract and go boop, come right back, and we can build the cooldown into the animation player. And we can just say when it's finished, that's when you can activate another one. Maybe a little longer than that even. That's too long. Yeah, it's still too long. Alright, that'll do. It would be nice if like the player had like an indication of when they can push. If I was gonna do that, I might, again, if I had more time, I would do it, but I don't, so. But, well, I'll do it. You know what? Okay, so we're gonna add another signal, and this one is called push ready. Let's add a label 3D. I don't know that I want to label 3D. I would rather put this in the UI myself. Which is a little large, I will say. In the template itself. That's a bit small. adjust that outline. Okay, for the restart, I want that font to be smaller too. Then we can shrink down this width. Okay, but then I want to add a new label in here. Just duplicate like this one. Call it push ready. Push ready. I'm gonna give it some space. So let's add a horizontal separator in here. I'm gonna make sure it isn't visible. I think you can just click this. Oh, nope. I can't. Oh, do style box empty. Okay, great. So, we would want to say, let's go back to the messenger, make sure I saved it. We would want to say on the pusher here that when this times out, send out a signal that push is ready. Back on the UI, we're going to want to connect that signal. Messenger, am I going to have any time to build my level? Push ready, connect on push ready. Looks like I formatted things differently at that time. A function on push ready. We want to say that push ready visible equals true. And then we'll also connect push. And that's when push ready becomes not visible. So we can test that. Looks good. Now for the animation. The animation is not finished yet. So it goes. And actually, I just realized well, we don't actually want it to be when this times out. Because we want a cooldown, right? So, I mean, that pretty much is a that is a cooldown. How long is the timer? 1.3? And this is 1.2. I guess I never needed to do that. Okay, whatever. Sure, whatever. Let's also play the animation when this starts. So I'm going to connect the animation player. Animation play push. Let's make sure that works. Nice. Push, 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 push. We got pushing. I kind of wish it was a little bigger. This way. Okay, and then we need something to actually push. So, let's do that. I actually don't particularly want a ground, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna remove that. And I'm gonna add some platforms. I had some more ideas that I wanted to do, but I didn't have time, but that's pretty typical. Let's do a static body. I mean, we could do an animatable. Doesn't really matter, does it? Animatable body 3D. And add a mesh in here. Make it a box. Let's move it. Another thing that would have been nice to have a template piece for, but it's fine. Shrink this down. Probably gonna want that to be a bit larger. Alright. See if we can get a more decent appearance on here, or at least a less upsetting appearance. Great. And then we need to give it a collision shape. Pre-submit! Gotta pre-submit! It's very true. I like it when people pre-submit. I also like it when people like live streams. We've got 23 of you hanging out with me today. Thank you guys. But only 13 likes. 24 of you and 13 likes. Can we get 11 more thumbs ups? Hit that like button if you're watching right now and you haven't pressed the like button. Hyper smash it. It means more people will be aware of these live streams when we do them. So thank you if you're willing to do that. Hit the like button. Get those likes up. Cyclops for 3D level design? Nice. Thank you, Frank. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I match this. I'm gonna make some cleaner numbers in here. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Dark, you know, I personally, like, I hope I never have to do a 1-hour game jam again. After this is done, after these last 6 or 5. So hopefully I won't need a tool like that. But I could see, but I think those tools are very useful for quickly slapping stuff. It depends on the kind of game you're making. But yeah, I think it's pretty valuable in a way. For me, I don't know. I'd rather build what I'm gonna build as soon as possible. All right, so we said that's 5.5, 0.2, and 4.3. 5.5, but I know some people are really going to be helped by that suggestion. 0.2 and 4.3. And I've seen your levels, like you do a great job at putting 3D levels together quickly. All right. Platform. And obviously we should start out on a platform. Could be nice. Let me hide this. Looks fine. Okay, make sure our platform collides. Now I still have to set up the collision for whatever we're pushing, which is going to be interesting. We also need like a def if you go too far, which currently doesn't exist. So I'm pretty much in danger here. If global position Y is less than -10, might want to go different than that. I don't remember what the signal is. Restart. Does that call with anything? It is not called restart. What is it called? Restart pressed. Emit messenger restart. Get tree reload. What does that do? What? Just resets the score. Great. Okay, cool. Wow. So I actually don't even have a signal for that, which is unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. On restart pressed. Ah, jeez. Oh, man. Messenger, dude, we're done. It's not happening today, guys. That's okay. It's fine. That calls on restart pressed. It's hard. Like, my heart's not in it, man. All right. Well, my heart is in it. My heart is in it to the extent that I want more time to make things. That's where my heart is. And so it's like this heartbreak love story where I start making this thing and I'm feeling good and it's like fun, and then like part of the way through I realize not only is this not gonna get finished, but I'm never gonna come back to it. And so it's just like womp. Again, it's different for me than some of you guys. You guys, I think, get more out of it, and I think a lot of the times you guys make more too. Like, you're able to achieve more, and that's great. For me, I need more time. I want to like sit with something. I want to like fall in love with what I'm making a little bit more, and not like just. Sorry for the sound. Okay, so great. What are we doing? Goat's hearts. Yeah, I'll buy some goat's hearts. That'll help. Thank you. That's so you're just helping. You're helping. So great. What am I doing? I gotta add a whole new signal in here. Cool, cool, cool. Do restart. Great. Just great. Copy paste. Do restart. Do restart. Alright, let's see if that works. Run off the edge. Restart. Okay, great. And I mean, I still gotta set up so many conditions and stuff. It's, you know. Alright, so let's add another person in here. We're gonna add a... Well, I think I'll just go into one of these folders here. Somewhere. Where is it? Here? Here it is. This. There's a person. We'll make it look different. Just a little bit different. And then we're gonna spin it around. I think 0 was probably the number I was looking for last time. Negative 360. But that's okay. Let's get another platform. I'm gonna save this. Duplicate it. Put it over here. And then we need to make sure that it collides with this human. So that's gonna be fun. Nice, Ralph. Okay, collision. Let's make it a capsule. Pop it in. Probably good enough. Oh, we need to add a rigid body? I guess we need to add a rigid body onto this. Put the collision in there. And we need to add a script here. So this is just gonna be enemy. Attach a script. So I have a little more time than that makes it seem, by the way. So let's adjust the timer accordingly. 8 minutes. Alright, this is truly the last 8 minutes. 8 minutes remain, y'all. Period. Bottom line. 8 minutes. No more, no less. Well, for you guys get a little more. You always get a little more, but I don't. For me, there's 8 minutes. There's 8 minutes to get your pre-submission in. Let's put it that way. Okay, so for this, we're going to say this is an enemy. And I'm going to want it to know what its collision is. So let's drop that in, call it collision. You're going to make a whole nother micro game? Nice. All right, I can't call it collision. Cool, cool, cool. Here's a reason for that. I don't know what I'm talking about. So we're I thought it would be good in the template, and then I realized it was bad. A little too late. Okay, so then we're gonna add a ready function here. And we're gonna say collision shape. Well, don't we have to do that for the, you don't need to do that. That was a mistake. I didn't actually need this. Just kidding. Sorry. We actually need to put this on the rigid body. So let's have the rigid body be the thing that we're referencing. Actually, you're not gonna put your game in the queue because it's not finished, but is speedrunnable. Okay. Look, I mean, I'm barely even putting an actual game in there. You know, like it's okay. It's okay for it to be imperfect, and you know, you got some time still. We got other people's games to play, so by the time we get to yours, you might have some time to work on it. Function ready. We're gonna say rigid body set collision, I guess mask value to 2. Is that gonna work? Did I do this? Apparently I did not. Oh, it's pushing the player. It's not pushing anything. You feel bad? Your PC isn't working? Really want to join this jam. Miss jam so much. We got 5 more left after this. There's only 5 more left. That's okay, it happens, no worries. You created something but isn't really a game since your PC is really slow. Well, feel free to share it. Feel free to share it. I'll still be happy to check it out and show it love, no matter what. I don't think the layer value is gonna make sense. I think you have to go and set the mask on the other thing. On our pusher. I think this is what you want. This is looking for what to collide with. Mask is looking, layer is receiving. What? How did I move that way? It pushed the... It's pushing the player when I run into it. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I don't know. I need more time. I need more time to sit and to think and to try things, you know? And the 1 hour jam, I've loved it. I have. But like, I've fallen out of love with this process of just having to like go on my brain to try to get it to be faster than it is. You know, and I think part of that is because I've developed new skills. I'm able to accomplish more with the skills that I have, and I don't really enjoy trying to be super simple. Friday will become nothing. It will just vanish. Yeah. It depends, but it also depends. So, like, the Game Like Jam is going to happen sometimes on Fridays, the showcase. In fact, the first Friday after the last Game Like, or the first Friday after the last 1 hour game jam will be a Game Like Jam showcase. But most of the time, it'll just be nothing. Will the Patreon stream still be on Fridays? The community creation stream might go away, if I'm being honest. Yeah, well, you know, it's tough because I'm not sure. I could work on my entries on Fridays. I could. You know, it'd be different. That's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's something. Let's see. The pusher static body has mask and layer set to 2. The enemy rigid body has its layer set to 2. I mean, this is silly. I guess I could do its mask as well, since obviously I don't remember how to set this up correctly. But just to see. Nothing. I don't know. I'm just not sure what's the problem. Rigid body set collision layer 2. It sure does, Maxie. Welcome. It sure does. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I think the rigid body is moving. I think the problem is you need to move the rigid body outside of the enemy and put the enemy inside the rigid body. Nice, Derek. Well done. There we go. There it is. Let's make it go out a little further. Oh, I actually have to stop. I'm out of time. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, I did not get a game. But I did get this. I got like a little demo of a such. I got the beginning of something. I'm gonna have this push out a little further because I think that would be nice. Is it the Z-axis? I believe it is. Let's have it go super far out. See what that's like. Just for fun. It didn't go very well. Wow! That's one superpower. My gosh, you're so super. I mean, you might as well just smack them. I guess it's okay. It's a little better. So that's it. That's all I got time for. There's nothing more I can do. That's it. I've done all I can. So I'm just gonna export it as it is. That's it. That's what I did. Alright, we're gonna put it on web. I'm gonna make it exportable index.html. Now, you guys are all probably done with yours, right? Right? Or at least close. Hope you all pre-submitted. If you didn't, use the community tab on the Jam page to add a link to the itch.io. You can make the itch.io page separately from the Jam and upload your game there and then add it as a URL in the community tab. We're going to do a stream right after this where we play through all of the entries. Stay right here. As soon as this one ends, that one is going to begin. Wow, that's a slow export. Oh my goodness. Jeez, I didn't think I did that much. Watch out. There we go. I'm excited to play all your guys' games. That's always my favorite part of all this, is playing your guys' games. That's going to be a separate live stream. I think I said that already. Okay, this is my entry. This is force push mechanic, not a game. It's definitely not a game. 100% no game. Upload the file. Wherever that lives. Attempt. Export. Select all of these. Compress it. I'm just, I love, isn't it nice just to like take time? Just like be slow. You guys are like, no, we come here to make games in 1 hour. Didn't finish it, but I got a push mechanic. That's it. That's all I can say. I'm gonna make sure I set it to be HTML. Unleash it. No shame. Yeah, it's not as bad if I think of it as a 1 hour mechanic jam. Then I feel good about myself. I feel proud about what I did if I think of it as a 1 hour mechanic jam. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Did I make a mechanic in 1 hour? Oh, yeah. Oh, it still has score and stuff for some reason. And you can... Alright. Well, there you go. That's what I did. Alright, y'all. Let's go over to the next stream. This is what I got in 1 hour. Our topic was superpower, and I'm not sure what the power is. I'm not sure what this power is supposed to be, but it's something. It's something. It seems to be force pulling. Oh, man. All right, guys. Can't wait to see what y'all came up with. Leave a thumbs up if you haven't yet. It really helps people find out about what we do here. And I'll see you in the next stream. It's coming up right after this. Link will be in the chat. If you're watching it after the live stream, you can tap or click right above my head there. And then you'll find it. All right. Let's go to the next stream. It's just spooning. I will spoon with you.